Hey guys, it's James from Adventure Awaits Party of 6. Thanks for joining us for the third video in our series in which we take and show you our renovation and remodels of a 1999 Four Winds Hurricane 34-foot motorhome. In this video, we're going to take and highlight the door latch holder replacement, a baggage door button holder replacement. We're also going to take and remove the damaged decals and some of the faded decals that are on the outside of the motorhome. And then lastly, we're going to take and replace the valve that is for the fresh water drain.
1, 2, 3, action! 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 Oh!
Hey guys, so just got in the mail from Amazon the door holder. The one that we currently had on here was broken off. So this allows for you to be able to keep the door open when it's in the open position. However, what I do want to do is I want to get in here and clean this all up because the screw holes are not the same distance from the old one. I'm going to go through here and at least clean this up so that when I go to put the new one on, I don't have to worry about trying to feed around it to clean it up. Now that this has been secured, I did take and silicone the holes where the screws go into the door. These other holes that are left over are also siliconed. I will be going back through and probably putting a couple more layers on there because they were open holes. I at least got them sealed up for right now. And then as you can see, we now have a door holder. On the side of the camper, we have a baggage door button holder, baggage door holder button is what they're called. And this one has the little lip on it is broken off. So what I did here is I went through and took the 2 screws out, which allowed it to be able to come off of the side of the slide. And then I'm going to very carefully just come through here and scrape off the silicone that is on here. I'm going to go through and I will clean it all up with that magic eraser, make sure that it's nice and clean. And then I have a replacement one that I will put on here, redo the silicone, and then this part of the project will be done. So the baggage door button is done. Takes and holds the door open. One of the things that we are very excited about with this camper is that there are a good number of stickers that are on the back of the camper that highlight the life or the memories that this camper had. However, some of those stickers are completely unreadable and they are starting to peel up. So Teresa is going to go through and she's going to take and peel off the bad stickers. We're only looking at really 1 or 2 of the stickers.
Yeah, probably that one and maybe that one. 4.
So we'll put it in time-lapse mode so you guys can take a peek. On the back driver's side of the camper, there are a number of water and electrical hookups, including your shoreline power. There's a city water connection. There's also a potable water only connection. We are still waiting for this piece to come in the mail. This is all degrading pretty bad, and so we'll replace this entire piece, and when we do that, we will be able to get a cap that will actually go on here that will keep any contaminants out of that. One of the things that is a big plus about this motorhome that we're very happy about is that there is a potable water pump out, and that's what this valve is here. However, if you notice, you can see that the part is completely broken. This is what a new one should look like, and it has the valve that takes and turns and opens and closes that, and this one is completely broken. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through here, and I'm gonna take the screw out, take this one completely out, and then I have a new one that I'm gonna take and use to replace. So that was definitely an unexpected situation where I went and took off this valve. Mind you, I had turned the valve multiple times yesterday and nothing was coming out. Obviously there's something in there because something came out. And in fact, there was a lot that came out.
A lot that's still coming out.
Because the tube was very short in there, I noticed that some of this wood around here is starting to get pretty rotted out. So I'm going to take the silicone and completely fill that entire tube full of that silicone to help protect it from the outside. When I go to change the new piece here, I'm going to take and cut this end piece off, shove that back inside that tube, and then I will be able to silicone around and then be able to put this back into the motorhome. When working on an RV, there could be a number of things that could go wrong. You could take and get into a wall like we did here with the water draining out, where you go to take and pull something off that you just weren't expecting to take and come off. And so one of my recommendations for you is go take $100 and run to Harbor Freight and go purchase little screw sets and different little hardware sets. I was able to get an automotive hose clamp assortment 40 piece, and then also hex washer self-drilling sheet metal screw assortment for about $5 each. And if it wouldn't have been for having those, I would have had to take and run to the local hardware store, most likely in the morning, leaving this out in the elements. Obviously I could protect it, but I'd ultimately like to be able to get this done and taken care of this evening. And by having these parts and their nice little containers, you can just take and just put them in your shop, or you can put them in your RV. One of the things that we're going to take and put together is going to be a nice toolkit of different things that we would need. And I'm going to throw some screws in there, and I'm also going to throw some hose clamps in there to take and make sure that I always have my tools with me at all times, and little hardware pieces at all times. Hi, buddy. All right, so the back side of where I was just at is gonna be right down there. As you can see, quite a bit of water got into here. That's gonna be that little pump that allows you to drain out the fresh water tank. That right there, which is kind of blurry, is gonna be the connection to the tank, which is right here. So there's still a little bit of water in there. And then again, you have the pump that helps get that water out. There's a valve right there that can be turned. I'm not gonna take and touch it just because I don't want it to break on me right now. So the way I understand it, there's this little pump right here. That pump is to help you get the water out. There's also a little connection up here. Not really quite sure what that connection does. So I have to do some more research. But as you can see, there's a bunch of junk and just stuff in here, so I'm gonna have to get in and get this all cleaned out. But right now, I do want to take in this hole, fill this up with some more silicone just to protect it.